two FA Cup heavyweights going toe-to-toe. These are the two most successful clubs in the history of this famous competition. Manchester United having lifted the trophy 11 times, Arsenal 10. United have played in 18 finals, Arsenal 17. And in two of those, of course, they played each other. Arsenal winning at Wembley in 1979 and on penalties in Cardiff 3 years ago. So Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger have laid their Premier League battle to rest for a couple of weeks. But as you've already said, the team news today reflects this is the time of the season when demands intensify and when your hopes can fall apart very quickly, as Arsenal's did, you may remember, 12 months ago. And Arsene Wenger has certainly got Wednesday's Champions League match against AC Milan in mind. And Sir Alex Ferguson, with his team going to Lyon, his team selection also, as you've said in the studio, reflects that. Although Rooney is back from suspension, there's no Ronaldo, Giggs or Hargreaves in the United 16. Tevez and Scholes only on the bench. So the attacking thrust supporting Rooney today will have to come from Nani, Anderson and Park Ji-sung. Now Arsenal, well, they've got 9 of their first team squad injured anyway. Touré and Aboué are back from African Cup duty, but Adebayor, Flamini and Clichy are all on the bench, all 3 carrying injuries, and Arsene Wenger tells me he will only use them today if he's forced to. So you can draw your own conclusions from those two lineups. Mark Lawrenson, it's obviously clear that the Champions League, as you can see from the bench as well, is more important than the FA Cup.
Well, it is, John. Such is the way of Premier League football at the moment as well, with the Premier League and the Champions League. And it's interesting looking at United through the midfield and the forward players, relatively very young as well. So obviously with the young age comes the inexperience as well. I really feel though, and the boys in the studio, that neither of these sides want to replay, and I think the longer the game goes on, if neither are in front, I think the game will become more and more open.
Well, we wouldn't be complaining about that, I guess. The referee today is Alan Wiley, and his 2 assistants there, Peter Kirkup, who will be on the near side, and Mike Malarkey, who will be far side from us. Phil Dowd is the 4th official. Rio Ferdinand is the captain of Manchester United, and William Gallas of Arsenal. The pitch is very well watered, Mark, I've noticed.
Well, just after they warmed up, John, they stuck the sprinklers on it somewhat 5 minutes ago, and there's in a couple of areas there's lying water, but I think that will just add to the pace of the game, which was never a bad thing between these two teams.
Yes, they had the sprinklers on most of the afternoon, I think. And bear in mind as well, of course, that United have been in 3 of the last 4 FA Cup finals. And both managers have a fantastic record in this competition. It's Sir Alex Ferguson's, look at the pitch there. Sir Alex Ferguson's 100th FA Cup tie in charge of Manchester United today. He's been in 8 finals, won 5 and drawn 3. And Arsene Wenger, he's led Arsenal to 5 FA Cup finals and won 4 of them. So in terms of pedigree, you couldn't wish for a better 5th round tie. Ryan Giggs, is that there? Looking for, oh, it's Gary Neville there as well, looking for a seat, I think. There's all sorts of players wrapped up warm here who won't be taking part today on what's a pretty chilly evening in Manchester with the mauve shorts. Darren Fletcher for Manchester United getting a rare opportunity.
I think from United's point of view, John, Rooney up front on his own, it would appear a bit, obviously as Capello has done with England, it's a case who they can get forward to help him.
That's absolutely right, and I think Arsenal, Bentner up front, Mark, and it looks to me as though Eduardo has started more on the left, and maybe Kleb will play behind the striker.
I think they'll swap both.
They'll change over, yeah. This is Touré. Here's William Gallas. Left back there is the young Frenchman, Armand Traoré, all of whose appearances have been in cup competitions. Justin Hoyt on the other side is also relatively experienced at fullback. The only Englishman in this Arsenal setup today. Walcott is another one of those injured, by the way. as is Rosicki and Van Persie. But there's an opportunity here for one or two of the squad players to make an impact. Arsenal have brought some 9,000 supporters here today. Away teams get a bigger allocation in the FA Cup than in the Premier League. There's Nicholas Bentner heading it on. This is Eduardo. Bentner again. Tries to play a quick 1-2. And Eduardo nearly got it back. Goal kick.
I think just looking at United, it looks as though that they're trying to push Park up down the right and Nani down the left to try and make it a 3. Obviously, when United have got the ball, and it immediately becomes a 5 when they don't have it.
Yeah, and Anderson left side midfield. To Carrick's left, that is. Here is Carrick. It's a free kick against Fabregas. In fact, that was a decision Arsene Wenger left very late to put Fabregas in the starting lineup and Flamini on the bench rather than the other way round. That's a free kick given here by the assistant referee. Darren Fletcher was tugged.
I think it's probably, in terms of Wenger, is looking at goals from midfield, and obviously Fabregas gives you that opportunity rather than Flamini.
Free kick to Manchester United to be taken here by Anderson. Ferdinand and Vidic have both come forward. Well, Wayne Rooney made the first run there.
Yeah, he had the header as well, John. I think the other interesting thing, just as about to take the kick, Anderson, Park was in a really good position on the edge of the area and just decided to ignore him.
Well, United have this record of losing 5 times this season, and Wayne Rooney, as Gary said, was not in the team on any of those 5 occasions. Being watched again today, I gather, by Fabio Capello in the stand. This is an opportunity maybe for Nani and United to break. Cristiano Ronaldo not involved today. It's Mikel Silvestre who's injured, sitting next to him. And Manchester United with Lyon away on Wednesday night, the same night that Arsenal are at home to AC Milan. That's where they prioritise with their selections today. This is Toure, who's just back from Ghana. Manchester United beaten here last Sunday by Manchester City. They haven't lost 2 consecutive matches at Old Trafford since October 2001. He wouldn't want that to happen again. That was Bentner. Patrice Evra, like Rooney, is back from a 1-match ban.
He's been a most improved player as well this year, Evra.
Slice rather by Edwin van der Sar. This match is being shown live in Holland. He's still the captain of the national team. So Wes Brown penalised there.
Yeah, I mean, we spectated where Eduardo would play. It seems at the moment he started on the left of midfield, certainly.
Yeah, I think that's happened here. This is Kleb. Oh, and Traore was well forward there, but it's a goal kick. Of course, Kleb has played behind the main striker quite a few times for Arsenal, Mark.
Yeah, I think he can play anywhere as well. And I think the longer this game goes on, I think eventually you would have thought Eduardo will be pushed up, John, because he does by far and away his best work within this sort of 20 yards away from the opposition goals, because he's a top striker for me and slowly coming to terms with the pace of the game in this country.
Now, there's a flag surely here. Yes, it's against Wayne Rooney on the far side. There's the England coach with the head of communications of the FA, Adrian Bevington, who's usually escorting him around to these games. He's told me, Adrian, that Capello's grasp of what's going on is quite bewildering when you're sitting next to him, so he doesn't need too much guidance, perhaps.
Only to the stadiums, probably.
Yeah, how to get there, yeah. Now then, it's Bentner underneath this for Arsenal. Eduardo in the thick of that. Fletcher for Manchester United. Rooney on his own down the centre, taken out by Toure. Gilberto Silva. Eboué. That was won back by Anderson. This is Nani.
Well, the game's not started, but it's also concertina, because with both teams just playing one up front, and both sets of centre-backs can push up really, really tight at the moment.
This is Wes Brown, and now it's Park Ji-sung. And that came off Traore. Jens Lehmann's got a chance here to re-establish himself, you know. It's the first time since August that he's had 3 consecutive games in the Arsenal first team. Maybe would have played anyway today, but Almunia has had a virus. That's a free kick in Evra's favour. Another big FA Cup weekend. The highlights of this afternoon's matches on Match of the Day tonight at 10:30 BBC One. Sheffield United versus Middlesbrough tomorrow, 1:45 BBC One. And the quarter-final draw, which has already got 2 unlikely names in it, on Monday. Here's Rooney closing in. That's at 1:25 on BBC Two, incidentally, Monday. Gilberto for Arsenal. Kleb. Traore. Oh, it's a good turn by Eduardo, it really is. Here's Fabregas. Good running by Nani, and it was White who was trying to keep pace with him. Rooney who made his way to the near post. Nani playing on the left there, has shown a couple of bursts, Mark.
Just looking, it looks like he's a junior Ronaldo, doesn't he?
Hugging the ball there by the touchline. Rooney goes near post. Toure comes across. He appeals, but it's a corner. Nani will take this, and the 3 coming up: Brown, Vidic, Ferdinand. Vidic nearly got to it, and it's come off an Arsenal boot. I think Gallas was just glad to see that go out. It's another corner for Nani to take. Wes Brown is the nearest to Lehmann there, but it's a goalkeeper's ball.
Just a waste in the end, because United had great movement as well in the Arsenal penalty area.
Fabregas. Gilberto. This is Hoyt. Eboué. Gallas coming forward here. And he's gone even further forward now. This is Eduardo.
Thought that Traore was far more advanced, but he started his position there from a far more central position, Eduardo, so whether he's had the shout to go and play up alongside Bentner, we'll wait and see.
Manchester United have played Premiership opposition in 10 consecutive FA Cup ties now. Mind you, if they get through this one, there's a good chance they'll meet somebody from the lower divisions, the way it's going.
Slightly.
Gallas.
Classic case there, John.
Gesture of exasperation to his fellow defenders just then. He and Toure weren't that tight in that situation, and don't forget the 2 fullbacks are young reserves here, really. Here's Fletcher again. Rooney really enjoying himself. Michael Carrick. Anderson. Nani. And Eduardo for Arsenal. Arsenal, of course, went out of the other domestic cup competition. A heavy defeat at Tottenham. And Arsene Wenger finds his team here 2-0 down before they've really got started. Fletcher has been spoken to by Alan Wiley for that last challenge.
Yeah, I think it's for tackling and getting the ball.
Forward by Gallus. Fabregas. Oh, now then, given away by Traore, and Rooney in this form could start something again. He's found Carrick. Pulls for handball. Yes, it's given.
I think Touré's convinced it was his chest. It was.
Yeah, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Very harsh, especially if they score from it.
Well, you wouldn't back against it the way United are playing at the moment. Now, without Ronaldo, who's going to take responsibility? Nani and Anderson on the ball. It's a good 30 yards. Vidic making his way forward to join Ferdinand.
I think this is Nani, isn't it?
Looks like Nani from that angle, doesn't it? There it goes. Vidic nearly got up to get a flick on that.
Yeah, it was a cross.
Just over halfway through the first half at Old Trafford. 2-0 to Manchester United. But here come Arsenal with Eduardo. Traore is outside him. That needed to come in first time. They were moving up in the middle, but no delivery. Fabregas.
It's not Arsenal as we know at the moment.
Oh, this is good play by Eduardo. Rio Ferdinand was in the centre there, captain today. Now then, Gilberto. Little touch to Hleb from Bentner.
Just wonder how long John will keep Eduardo on the left of midfield, Arsenal. We're really absolutely getting nothing from him. Bentner up there on his own against Vidic, and Ferdinand at the moment fighting a losing battle, and they can't get the ball from sort of back to front, Arsenal, to keep hold of it at the moment.
Fletcher stings in again. Anderson to Brown. Carrick. This is Traore for Arsenal. He's got Eduardo to his left. It's a bit narrow down here. Fabregas, Gilberto. Hoyt. It's a good run, and it's Traore. Well, there's got to be some comeback here by Arsenal to get out of this. This is Brown. There's Rooney again. It's a corner. This is going to be taken again by Nani. Ferdinand and Vidic are in there again. It's too long. William Gallas was given an own goal at the Emirates earlier in the season when Rooney tried to claim it. Now here, does he get a touch on this, or does it flip? Oh, I think that's Fletcher, surely, Mark.
I'm not sure. I don't know. It just glances, yeah, off.
It glances Gallas off afterwards, yeah. Oh, well, maybe the dubious goals committee will step in again. In fact, he scored at both ends, technically, in the 2-2 draw at the Emirates, Gallas, so he's certainly been at the heart of a lot of the action here. This is Rooney.
That Fletcher's delighted.
Absolutely. Well, 2-0 and still not half an hour gone. Turn by Rooney. First time shot by Rooney. Anderson. Offside this time though, Rooney.
Yeah, it was, definitely.
Now there's an opportunity today for you to rate the performance of both sets of players on the BBC football website. And no great surprise to hear it so far. Those of you who have voted have put Wayne Rooney as the temporary man of the match. Plenty of time to keep voting.
What happens if he goes off after half an hour?
Don't go there. This is Fabregas. Now then it's Gilberto to Gallas. Bentner in the centre waiting here for Arsenal. Kleb's just behind him here. Now a tackle by Wes Brown on the edge of the area, not given as a foul on Fabregas, or Eduardo rather it was. Half an hour gone at Old Trafford in this match between the two FA Cup giants. But it's Manchester United who are taller for the moment with a 2-goal lead. Header forward by Vidic. Come off Fletcher there. Then it was Carrick. Evra to Fletcher. Now Anderson. Fletcher goes again. It's Gilberto with him in the corner, goal kick. Oh, there's a bit of a shove there. Fletcher on Gilberto. Oh, Rooney now latching on again. He's a long way away from the defenders here. Just pulls his shot across the goal, but Gallas wasn't tight on him.
Well, Gallas was stood, wasn't it? I mean, Evra did really well because he just came and met Lehmann's goal kick. And he met in such a way that he played Rooney in. He was definitely on, and I think he thought about hitting it then and knocking it over I think his intention was to knock it over Gallas, John, and he just got it wrong, and in the end his hand hit it left-footed half volley and scuffed it.
Brown.
We just haven't seen Arsenal's more influential players, have we? Fabregas, no. Kleb, no. And they just haven't been able to get themselves in the game.
Here's Kleb now. He's found Fabregas. And on this side is Traore. Decent cross this time, though. Oh, and Nicholas Bentner was up.
He seemed to rise and anticipate the cross extremely well, and then not get very much on the header at all.
There haven't been many opportunities for Arsenal to threaten the United goal so far, have there?
Well, I don't think Van der Sar's made a save, has he? But I know him, certainly hasn't.
That's Park putting some pressure on Hoyt. Brown, it's a good ball to Anderson. Gets it under control well too. Nani. Carrick striding through the centre here. Fletcher, good turn. Rooney's waiting to latch onto this. He's gone over further now. Oh, what a great ball. And this is Rooney. Oh, he didn't middle it. Well, he was wonderfully well found by Fletcher. He got it down all right, Mark, but just couldn't get the strike in.
Fletcher did brilliantly. He evades two challenges, hits it very, very early. It's a wonderful cross, and Rooney, I tell you what, John, with his ability, you're thinking goal. Once he chested it down away from the defender, again, like his left foot shot, he scuffed it, this time with his right. But great play by Fletcher, certainly.
And this is a rumbustious performance by Rooney so far in front of the England coach. Playing so much, you would imagine he would have been frustrated, to say the least, by being ruled out of the Manchester derby through suspension. This is Fabregas for Arsenal. Eduardo.
I think the Manchester United midfield's work rate, running off the ball, supporting the forward play has been very, very good.
Here they come again with Anderson. Park just couldn't collect it. Well, Arsenal are being outplayed here, one has to say that.
They're also being out-hurried, John, as well. I think that's the important thing. Across the midfield, as soon as an Arsenal player gets the ball, Manchester United are onto them and into them very quickly.
This is Brown. Played by Anderson here. Nani, tried to get Rooney through. Foul by Fletcher. Well, referee gave an advantage, fair enough, but he won't now, he'll bring it back.
I think Rooney's complaining to the ref, how long do you want to wait before it's an advantage, but it's a little bit of a mute point.
Yeah, well, that is the complaint, but at the same time, Alan Wiley is entitled to see if an advantage accrues, isn't he?
Yeah. The question is, how long do you wait, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Mr. Wenger's not happy.
Now he had a word with the fourth official, Phil Dowd. This is Hoyt to Abui. Gilberto. It would change the picture, of course, should Arsenal get one back before half-time. This is Bentner. That's a foul on Park.
We haven't seen much from Arsenal down the left, but certainly more than from down the right. We've seen absolutely nothing from Abui and Hoyt down the right-hand side.
Van der Sar's got an issue here with the referee.
Right, needs a step ladder, the ref, to talk to him. I think Van der Sar was saying about the challenge on Evra, which obviously Van der Sar wasn't happy with. Look at that kit, it's absolutely immaculate.
Still the conversation going on between Wenger and Phil Dowd.
I'm not sure what his beef is, John, but...
He's here of the 5 Arsenal conceded at Tottenham in the Carling Cup, but this is a stronger Arsenal team. Gilberto. That's why we're champions, is the crowd's chant around Old Trafford at the moment. Arsenal have got to come here again the second week in April in the Premier League. So whether there's anything psychologically to be taken from this, we shall wait and see. This is Fabregas. He's got a free kick here anyway. Touré's going up on the far side. It's going to be taken by Fabregas. Touré comes in now with Van der Sar in charge, except for the fact that he has to wait now while his defender Vidic recovers.
I mean, it took Manchester United 6 minutes to score and nothing looked like it was going to happen, did it? And all of a sudden at 3-0, it's a strange game.
Rooney's playing like a man possessed today. Here's Carrick.
Possessed with ability.
I'm reliably informed that it would have been 50-1 had you backed Manchester United to lead 3-0 at half-time. And there are 5 minutes left in the first half. Oh, and here's it. Now offside flag is up. There's an offside flag up much earlier here. So all that happened to no avail for Bentner.
Just interesting to see who was given offside. That's the ball in, isn't it?
Well, that was the third goal by Nani, but I mean, I take your point. I'm not quite sure where that offside actually happened in the last Arsenal attack.
No.
And I don't think they are either.
It's amazing sometimes you miss-hit it on the goal that goes in.
So Manchester United winning this in the sort of canter that Kato Star won in earlier this afternoon in the big race. That'll be a nice easy half-time team talk, I would think, for Sir Alex Ferguson in his 100th FA Cup tie with the club. He's won 67 of those, by the way. Of the previous 99. Fabregas. That looked like a handball by Gilberto, but play goes on. I almost feel Arsenal will be glad to get to the sanctuary of the dressing room.
I've never seen them pass it so poorly for a while, John, in all honesty. Even when they were beaten at Tottenham in the Carling Cup, at least some of the passing was the normal Arsenal today just hasn't been at all.
Missing Flamini, of course, in the middle of the field, among others. Clichy not playing at left back. Sagna at right back missing as well. Having said that, of course, this is a Manchester United team. Oh, here goes Rooney again. Flags up actually on this side. But this is a Manchester United team, although we've got Rooney in full flight. There's no Tevez, there's no Scholes, there's no Giggs, there's no Ronaldo, no Hargreaves, and they're 3-0 up coming up to half-time. Kleb. Fabregas. Little tuck in here to Nicholas Bentner, trying to find Eduardo. Nothing's going right for Arsenal.
No, even then, I mean, I think Fletcher came in with a challenge, and Kleb straight away saying, it's a free kick, it's a free kick. Well, it isn't, because Manchester United wanted the ball more.
Anderson. Now it's Evra. 6 red shirts forward in this attack. Fletcher. Oh, Browner 1-2 here with Nani. Rooney's just working his way to the near post now. Fabregas. Oh, Fletcher intercepted from Kleb.
I think that was a cross. I don't think it was a shot, just an overhit cross in the end. But again, I mean, Kleb caught on the edge of his own penalty area, losing the ball. Very most un-Arsenal-like.
This is Fabregas. And now Traore. Oh dear. Oh well.
Well, they'll tell you that he very, very rarely loses his temper. I wonder if this might be one of those occasions in the next couple of minutes.
Or he might be philosophical about the players unavailable to him.
Yeah.
I mean, we've mentioned the star names, but there are a number of supporting acts like Denilson and Diaby and players of that nature, Johan Jura. A lot of players still receiving treatment who haven't travelled with Arsenal today.
But they've still got enough ability out
well,
there,
yes.
John, to be much better than this.
Yes, absolutely. And not taking anything away here from Anderson. Nani's unmarked in the centre. Gallas has caught up with him now. Yes, you've got to say that the players on the Manchester United side who are not regulars every week have risen to the occasion in the way that Arsenal's haven't.
And also, there's a hunger about United which Arsenal don't possess today.
Yeah, I think that's born out of last Sunday's defeat myself. We've gone into stoppage time at the end of the first half here. This is Nani. Carrick. Well, neither side was said to want a replay here. I don't think there's too much danger of that. It'll be one of the great cup comebacks if Arsenal can dig their way out of this one.
Happy days.
Yeah. Well, a big roar goes up from the United faithful. And Wayne Rooney has taken this first half by storm. It was he who opened the scoring after 16 minutes. Fletcher got in on the near post, perhaps via Gallas to make it 2-0. And then Nani came along with number 3. He's had a good first half too, as has Anderson. And Manchester United go off with the game looking as though it's already won. Arsenal trooping off disconsolately here. At half-time, it's Manchester United 3, Arsenal 0.
Not bad first half's work when you can leave Ronaldo out, Tevez out, Scholes and Giggs, and still be 3-0 up against the side that's leading in the Premier League.
Hunger and desire. One team played as though their lives depended on it, Manchester United. The other team, Arsenal, play with an air. It doesn't really matter what happens. United were first to every ball, they won every challenge. Rooney could have had 4 or 5 goals. Arsenal pushed up, they weren't cohesive, they were not as you'd expect Arsenal to be passing and moving. But if your attitude's wrong in a game like this, then there's nothing there for you.
Yeah, especially against a side like Manchester United.
Just from the very first whistle, there was only one team going to win this game, or wanted to win this game. I said before the game about both teams having a strong spine. Well, Man United's has worked very well.
Was that the bit where you said you thought Arsenal would win?
Arsenal's has been really poor. It's been incredible. I mean, you'd think that Toure and Gallas had never ever played together before, because Wayne Rooney is given a masterclass in how to play up front on your own in that lone role. He's bullying them, he's pushing them around, he's running them in behind, he's getting in between them on countless occasions, and he's been fantastic.
Wenger said last season that the season went south because of the FA Cup, but let me tell you, if you come off a performance like this can affect the rest of your season.
Momentum.
I mean, momentum, exactly. Impetus, momentum. That's what it's all about when the big games are coming thick and fast. And you got, I mean, it could have been 5 or 6 quite easily.
Yeah. Well, it looked like United all along, and it was Wayne Rooney, the star man of the first half, that.
Well, you always
United
told me
ahead.
about this position, Gary Lineker, this position, you 6, 7 a season in that position there. You know, where Rooney is just in front of the goalkeeper. Takes up really well. It's a great header. He's side up, got no chance.
Got to give Carrick some credit there.
It's
as
a good ball in.
It's a very, very good ball in. He just picks his head up there. There you go. Great ball. Good touch, and it's a fabulous.
But you know, it wasn't a surprise. The second goal wasn't a surprise. The third goal wasn't a surprise because it was coming. You know, Wayne Rooney broke through on 3 or 4 occasions. The back four have been all over the place, and again, but you go back to the attitude of the players, and it'll be interesting, isn't? Well, that's a great, that's a bad celebration. It'll be interesting to see what happens, you know, in the second half, because if Manchester United had that performance, Ferguson at this moment in time would be going ballistic.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Wenger approaches the second half.
exactly.
Does he just let it go, or does he try and rally
he's
his
got
team?
Adebayor, he's got Clichy on the bench. Will he use them with an important game coming up? He didn't want to start with them because they might have niggling injuries. It'll be interesting to see whether he actually tries to rescue the game.
I mean, he won't try and rescue the game. I think it'll be damage limitation in the second half for Arsenal.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the game's gone. I think he'll be concentrating in the Champions League.
Okay. Well, we're going to take our half-time oranges while we get the news with Peter Sissons.
I hear the song of a nightingale.
Round of the FA Cup sponsored by E.ON. It's Manchester United 3, Arsenal 0. Well, we've already had one remarkable FA Cup story this afternoon. Barnsley from the Championship went to Anfield, and guess what? They defeated Liverpool. It was 1-1. It reached injury time, and that was the captain of Barnsley, Brian Howard, who gave Barnsley a remarkable 2-1 victory. Great celebrations for the Barnsley supporters, the most unexpected of results. A great day for Barnsley.
Oh, fantastic. Shocking day for Liverpool, but Barnsley, to go behind 1-0 and then, you know, to win in front of the Kop, and 30 seconds before that, they should have had a Stonewall
penalty,
as well.
absolutely. Great attitude. I mean, their goalkeeper was absolutely fantastic. Kept them in the game all afternoon.
OK, and you can see highlights of that game and the rest of today's fifth round ties on Match of the Day tonight. BBC One at 10:30. Our live game tomorrow is Sheffield United versus Middlesbrough, 1:45, also on BBC One. And the draw for the quarter-finals is on Monday. Catch it on BBC Two and Radio 5 Live at 1:25. Then on Wednesday, Gabby's back with an Inside Sports special on the Beijing Olympics. We've seen an exhibition of forward play from Wayne Rooney here at Old Trafford.
Yeah, well, I saw him against, I saw Manchester United last week against Manchester City, and I felt that when I said at the top of the programme that brittle going through the middle, in as much as when it got played up in there, the two City defenders were pumping it straight back, 20 and 30 yard clearances. Now, Wayne Rooney is strong in there. He's a bit like Al was great in there, but he was also really strong. And it's the worst thing for a defender is when you're going up and somebody's going to come and hit you and you don't get it away. Now, Wayne Rooney is absolutely brilliant at that. And we're going to show an example. Like this is after about 6 or 7 minutes that it's just played straight forward, up in the air. Difference from last week where, all right, the defender gets the header, but you know they're not clearing it. It falls to a Manchester United player.
I was always taught if you can't win that as a centre forward, make it very, very difficult for the centre. I said that 5 minutes ago about Wayne Rooney finding himself in between the two centre halves on a constant basis. There's another example there. Just placing himself in between them, and none of them know where to mark him, either Toure and Gallas. And we're not talking about two dummies at the back there. We're talking about two of the best pairing, if not in the Premier League, and he's actually making them look rather foolish every time. Again, he finds himself in the middle. I mean, Wayne could have had 3 or 4
easily. He kept on getting through. But you go back to the Arsenal centre-backs, and they always say if you start slowly, it's very, very difficult to recover.
Look where he is again.
Again, he's looking for the space in the middle.
They can't mark him. He's always on the move. He's constant. He's had a fantastic 45 minutes. He really has. And I tell you what else is interesting as well. That Capello's in the stand, and we've seen his last performance. If he plays one up front, Rooney can play that role, no problem.
The other thing about this guy as well, as we always say, he's got so much enthusiasm. He heads it and then runs 50. You say that's bad. Say that's bad, but I don't think that's necessarily so bad if you're in a team that's maybe struggling a bit, where you see your star player running after.
What we've seen from him this evening is he's stayed in his position.
Absolutely.
He's not wasting his energy chasing back into his own half.
I think control. Right. I think he actually sometimes works too hard. When Ronaldo's there and Giggs and other people are with him, I sometimes think he actually runs into positions to try and retrieve the ball that he shouldn't do that, because other players can do that.
Such a good
But today, he's done all his best work up front.
It's a more controlled performance from him, where, like Al said, he's not running back 40 and 50 yards. He's chasing in the right position there.
Any possible way that Arsenal can turn this round?
I can't see it.
Well, it'd be so interesting to see what Arsenal does, because if he doesn't do something, it could end up embarrassing.
You'd be looking for a reaction, some sort of reaction from the Arsenal players. But Manchester United have got the momentum, and we said it could have been 5 or 6 at half time. And that man might just make it 5 or 6.
He's been the star of the show. Manchester United are eager to play the second half. It won't surprise you that Arsenal are still immersed in their dressing room.
They're not coming out.
Maybe even
they never came out in the first half, did they?
They'll just play save it for the midweek game. But even Arsene Wenger might have lost his temper.
Yeah, possibly.
There's every chance of it, the way his team played in the first half.
There's a man that's very, very relaxed.
I would have thought so. Yeah. 7 years ago, of course, they beat Arsenal by 6 goals to 1. They couldn't possibly threaten that, could they, this evening?
Well, if Arsenal come out with the same attitude as they had in the first half, then they will. There's every chance it could end up.
Are they coming out? That is a question. There they are. They're coming.
There they are. They're quite reluctant, but I think they want to. They're discussing whether to or not. Well, here they go. So let's rejoin Mark Lawrenson and John Motson.
Well, I'd have been very surprised if Arsene Wenger had used any substitutes at half-time, because his message to me in the tunnel before the game was quite emphatic that he didn't want to have to use Adebayor or Clichy or Flamini, because they are all still under treatment of for injuries of one sort or another. Anyway, we'll see if he is forced into it. I think you were here, Mark, weren't you, when that 6-1 game happened?
I was. Remember the guy called Stepanovs who played for Arsenal at the back? He had one of those days, John. One of those days.
Well, Arsenal will be hoping it doesn't get that bad today. And Manchester United, who were on a high for much of that first half, will no doubt be looking for more now. Quite a straightforward game for Alan Wiley, the referee, at this stage as well. In view of the feisty clashes we've had before between these two clubs, there's been no loss of temper up to now. And let's add our own congratulations to Barnsley. Tremendous result there at Anfield, in what has really been a strange year. Well, strange, but in some ways brought a bit of romance back into the FA Cup, Mark, these early rounds.
No, I think hats off to Barnsley. Fantastic performance. Be no surprise to learn that Liverpool played a weakened team again. Shocked.
This is Evra. Free kick's been given already over here.
I think that's harsh. You see, it's knocked against Toure, and he's probably about a foot away from.
Yes, he's given handball.
He's trying to get his arm out of the way for balance. It's impossible to do so.
Well, Nani will take the free kick. Vidic is forward already. It's come out as far as Evra.
The other thing as well, as I say, is Evra's already in mid-air. He can't when he knows it's coming. Evra, he can't do anything to get out of the way.
Not sure how ready Abui is to leave the pitch here. So Arsenal will be down to 10 men. Something that Arsene Wenger has experienced quite often in his time there. And to a chorus of boos, Abui eventually and reluctantly leaves the field. So what else can go wrong for Arsenal today?
The dust isn't great now.
Forward then by Vidic. I think he's taken some persuasion there to disappear.
Well, there can be no argument with the challenge, can there? All right, you know, he may not have meant it, but I'm sorry, it's an awful challenge. Nani seems to be struggling for United.
Here he is on the ball now. This is Fabregas.
Well, what Arsenal have done, they just asked Eduardo to come and play on the right, basically, so down to 10 men. Bentner's still up front on his own, 3-0 down, and Eduardo, your second striker, has gone from the left midfield to the right.
Just a statistical note here, that was the 72nd Arsenal player to be red-carded during Arsene Wenger's time as manager. Some probably deserved it more than others, but on that occasion I don't think, as Mark Lawrenson says, Abui can have too many complaints. This is Park. Bentner. And he's been flattened there, has Nicholas Bentner. He himself, of course, got a red card at Everton just at the turn of the year. Now, just when we thought the game was going to be nice and gentle, it's going to be a yellow card.
Ferdinand, I think.
For Rio Ferdinand. So the United captain is booked. And in the first 7 minutes of the second half, 1 red and 2 yellows. Bentner. This is Fletcher. Rooney and Traore. Brown. Everett. Nani. Good header by Brown. Oh no, Arsenal have an injury problem.
Yeah, I think it's Bentner who went down under the...
Kleb, I think.
No, sorry, Kleb. Not
Yes,
Bentner,
Kleb, yeah.
Good challenge as well by Wes Brown.
Yes, it was. Good header. But it was Kleb who was underneath him at the time. And this is becoming a woebegone day for the Gunners, isn't it?
Oh. Well, we were expecting a reaction in the second half to the disastrous first half performance, but there just hasn't been. And if anything, as you rightly say, it's gone from bad to worse with the sending off as well now.
75,550 is the attendance at Old Trafford, including 9,000 Arsenal followers who must be desperately disappointed now. Kleber's got to go off before he can come back on. But as I said, Arsene Wenger reluctant to...
Just for me, Wenger, you can always tell. I think he's extremely frustrated and disappointed with their performance, not the referee.
This is Nani. So hungry United, aren't they? Fletcher there, challenging 3 Arsenal players in quick succession. Header by Ferdinand. Rooney's gone down. Michael Carrick. Fletcher. Oh, Park on the far side wanted that. He gets a touch now.
Look at the difference there, talking about central defenders, the lads in the studio, both Ferdinand and Vidic in a position to deny Bentner.
Here's Anderson to Rooney. Well, that's been a contrast, hasn't it? Because Gallas and Toure have not looked anything like the players that they normally are.
They've been porous, haven't they?
Was Hoyt. That's Fletcher. Park. Brown's coming up outside him here. Fletcher may use him. Oh, he didn't get there. Look at Rooney challenging first Gallas, then he forces Lehmann into a poor kick.
Yeah, they've been outstanding at Manchester United. He's been brilliant. Fletcher as well. He's playing like a man possessed.
Evra, he's gone past Kleb, and he sets up Nani.
John, even the challenge from Arsenal there as Nani went past them, it was virtually non-existent.
This time last year, forward ball by Fabregas in the meantime. This time last year, Arsenal went out of 3 cuts very quickly. They lost to Chelsea in the Carling final, Blackburn in the FA Cup in a replay, and then to PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League. So it was a... Park coming in here, the flag stays down. Oh, didn't make contact.
Oh, what a great ball again from Carrick. Brilliant. It just doesn't look at the ballpark, definitely onside. And then Traore leaves him again, and he can have a touch and everything there, just take it down.
Just finishing that off, it was a sad February for the Gunners last year, and this year they're out of the Carling Cup, beaten by Tottenham, of course. Look as though they're going out of the FA Cup here, and the not insignificant obstacle of AC Milan awaits them on Wednesday.
AC Milan not doing particularly great in Serie A, are they?
They're not, and Kaká's been injured, hasn't he? And there's been a feeling that Inter Milan are really the team in Italy just at the moment.
Yep.
And they play Liverpool, of course.
Marvellous.
Mind you, we mustn't forget that Arsenal are 5 points clear in the Premier League. Let's put it in perspective. Which wasn't the case 12 months ago. Here's Nani.
Carrick this time as well in with the challenge. I mean, across that midfield, Carrick, Anderson, Fletcher, Park, Nani, the closing down's been excellent.
It's a free kick to Arsenal against Vidic. But Bentner's having a hard time up there. There's not a lot of support. Kleb. Heel was by Eduardo, now it's Traore. Arsenal have got plenty forward in attack here. Comes off Carrick. Anderson. Park. No offside. Oh, there is now. Yes, good decision. Again, assistant referee there, Mike Malarkey, waiting to see whether Rooney was going to play a part in the move before he flagged him. In fact, Rooney's now got himself... Oh, he's going to get a yellow card now for that bit of nonsense that followed.
Well, he's keeping the ball from Arsenal, but if you remember in the first half, he did the same to Lehmann, and I think Alan Wiley's saying, look, you've had your warning.
Well, really, two unnecessary bookings in a way for Manchester United, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ferdinand and Rooney.
Yeah.
Just refusing to release the ball.
He's enjoying himself.
An hour gone at Old Trafford. It's still 3-0 to Manchester United. And just at this moment, it doesn't show much sign of changing. This is Eduardo. Park getting a foot in. Oh, clever. Good play by the Korean and cynically brought down. That's another card. Gilberto Silva. Anderson. Oh, the referee wants this pulled all the way back.
I tell you what would be interesting, John, with Arsenal with 10 men in such an important game midweek against AC Milan, be interesting with Wenger how long he keeps, shall we say, Fabregas on, who obviously will really need, and who now must be having to work even harder because Arsenal are down to 10. Yeah,
but the problem he's got, Mark, is that all the outfield players on the bench have been under treatment. Here's Rooney. Rooney! Oh, there's an appeal for handball prior to that against Kolo Touré.
What a brilliant first touch this is from Rooney if we see this again in a minute. Absolutely brilliant.
This is Park. Nani. Bentner. No foul there. So instead it's Anderson for Manchester United. Rooney's poised here, and Rooney's in here, and Rooney, goalkeeper saves. Rooney again, Lehmann spreading good, and he couldn't pick out Nani. Now Carrick. That looked like number 4, didn't it, Mark?
Certainly did. Very unselfish as well at the end, Rooney.
Well, he is full of life today, the England forward. Which is more than can be said for an Arsenal side who at times have looked lifeless by their standards. This is Gilberto Silva. Bentner. Hoyt. Fabregas. Eduardo. Just about Arsenal's best effort.
Yeah, most definitely, no doubt about that whatsoever. The only thing from Arsenal's point of view, that, you know, when they were beaten in the semi-final of the Carling Cup by Tottenham, they did get a reaction straight away and they continued to win, didn't they? So I think it's small beer for Arsene Wenger. That's what he'll be hoping after today.
Well, I think Ferguson's got a reaction from last Sunday's match against Manchester City. This is the Rooney chance, sorry, Mark.
Yeah, good save by Lehmann. And then here, he gets his head up, he sees, he wants to try and play Nani in.
Where's Brown winning out there? Arsenal are doing their best to give the ball back to Manchester United at the moment,
well,
aren't they?
It's the pressure that Manchester United continue to exert on them.
That's Eduardo looking for Bentner. Handball. Nani. That's Anderson's cross, just too high for Rooney. Comes out to Carrick. Now to Fletcher. This is Wes Brown. Rooney. Bentner. Clearance, so that rollout by Van der Sar has found Nani with Rooney to his left this time. Anderson's drifting in on the far side. Poor marking by Arsenal. Anderson going at Gallas and just poking it wide.
Great vision as well from Rooney.
Just a reminder again about Match of the Day tonight with the other FA Cup highlights, 10:30 on BBC One. And another game for you tomorrow, it's 1:45. Sheffield United with Kevin Blackwell now restored there against Middlesbrough. And then the draw, 1:25 BBC 2 Monday. Manchester United almost certainly now in it. Carrick. Brown on the far side. This is Rooney. It's Anderson.
Substitutions about
Yes, I think they're going to have to put somebody on. And I think Manchester United may also be thinking about resting one or two now, halfway through the second half here with these momentous European games a few days away.
Looks like Flamini's certainly coming on for Arsenal. Maybe even Adebayor.
This is Gilberto. He obviously feels 20 minutes isn't going to do them too much harm. Park. Rooney. Nani. Carrick. Rooney again. Oh, Anderson. Good effort.
Yeah, hit first time. The build-up play as well. Carrick, Rooney.
This is Fabregas to Hoyt. Kleb. And Carrick. A good ball out to Anderson. Rooney is to his left. And he's found Park. And Park to Nani. And Nani curls it wide.
Well,
3 changes coming up for Arsenal now.
so the last 30 seconds there with that move was almost like a training game.
Well, I think this is more because Wenger wants to rest players for Wednesday than he thinks he can have any impact on this game, because Fabregas, Eduardo and Kleber coming off, Flamini, Senderos and Adebayor are coming on.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying to win the game, is he?
If he wanted to really make any difference here, he'd have had them on at half-time, wouldn't he? But
yeah,
as I said, it was a fitness issue.
Well, Senderos can only go and play at centre-back, so I would presume Toure will go and play in midfield alongside Gilberto and Flamini.
Well, I'll leave you to work that one out, Mark.
No, it is. No, that's what it is.
I agree with you that Senderos has got to play centre
It's
back.
4-3-2. You're three in midfield now, or Toure, central defender normally. Gilberto, who can play either central defence or midfield. And you'd say defensive midfield players, well, in Flamini. And Adebayor going to play up front with Bentley.
OK, you've earned your money there. Now sort this one out. Anderson and Rooney coming off. Scholes and Sahar coming on.
Well, doesn't need any sorting out, that one, does it? We know where Sahar's going to play. And Scholes for Anderson midfield. I think he's got a lot of talent, this Anderson fella.
Paul Scholes, who once scored the winner in a semi-final against Arsenal for Manchester United. We prefer to remember that rather than the fact he missed in the penalty shootout in the last time they met in the final.
He just needs some games, doesn't he, Scholes?
Yeah.
Needs minutes on the pitch.
Well, he's got about 20 here, hasn't he? And he gets an early touch of the ball. Well, he'll be desperate, Ferguson, to get Sahar back into action, because he's not well blessed with spare strikers, is he?
No.
I don't think Sahar's played since we saw them win at Aston Villa in round 3. Here's Park.
Which year?
Yeah. There's Toure then in an unfamiliar role. Time for a smile. Gilberto for Arsenal. Senderos. It's a poor ball. Straight to Carrick, who's in no hurry, it seems, but just spreads it wide to Evra. Sahar down the middle. This is Flamini. Forward by Gallas. And then by Carrick. Nani coming here with Gallas, who brings him down. No, play on. Oh, there's a bit of a face-off between the two. And heads were very, very close there between Gallas and Nani. I don't know how much of it Alan Wiley saw, but there was a confrontation, to say the least. And both players will be in some sort of trouble here.
I think just after, I think Nani thought he was fouled, and when he lost the ball, it looked as though Gallas had a little kick at Nani, which started the reaction.
Well, just watch what happens after that, though. There's a head, there's a...
There you are.
Yes, he had a little kick at him, there's no doubt about that. And then this. Very close there.
It wasn't exactly rutting stags, though, was it?
No, Gilberto came across to try and separate them. Nani again. And now it's Toure. This is Flamini. And Adebayor, who's scored in 9 consecutive games for Arsenal. Was chasing Ian Wright's record of 12. He'd need to get on with it if he's going to make it 10 here.
It's got a little bit hot out there, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's all happened when the game is really beyond Arsenal's recall.
I bet they've not got pizza as well after the match, have they?
And that was the famous incident, wasn't it? After a game here in the tunnel with Sir Alex Ferguson. This is Paul Scholes. Fletcher. Park. Corner. Ferdinand on his way forward. Nani taking his time as he goes across to take it. I think he's milking the applause a bit over there.
It's Junior Ronnie, isn't it? It really is.
Comes from the same stock. Here's the corner. Oh, it's gone all the way through to Fletcher. Scholes. Nani. Went behind. Now we're told that Wayne Rooney still leads your player ratings if you're voting on the BBC website. Although Nani, I believe, is catching him up fast, Mark.
Right.
It's Bentner who's down. Evra. I think one conclusion we can draw from this game is that Nani and Anderson are going to develop into real Manchester United players.
Yeah, and add that as well to the hunger today of Fletcher, certainly.
Here's Sahar. Oh, that was a foul. Flag was up straight away. Gilberto.
Well, he's already been booked.
Yes, yes, he has.
I think any other time of the game, I think he'd have got another yellow. I actually think that's good refereeing. You know, you're not going to stick Arsenal down to 9 men. They can't win the game.
No, sure.
Common sense for me. Well done, Alan Wiley.
OK, Nani will take the free kick. 9 minutes to go. It's come out to Park. And now to Evra. Vidic. Forward by Senderos, but again it's a slack pass by Arsenal. Not so by Carrick, who in a quiet way has played some piercing passes today.
Played some great forward balls.
He has. This is Evra to Park. Scholes. Bit of a push, wasn't it? Manchester United really do love this competition, don't they? Ferguson, who's been in 8 finals with them, 5 wins and 3 defeats, and marking today, as we said earlier, his 100th game with the club in this competition. Another visit to Wembley will be just 2 stops away from Manchester United after this. Just wondering, actually, Mark, who there is to stop them, or who they wouldn't want to draw as a result of the other results today.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, of course, is the one, isn't it? All the smaller clubs will be hoping they get drawn together. Here's Park. Oh, it's just a bit long for Nani. And that would be a repeat, of course, of last year's final, wouldn't it? If it came up again in the 6th round, or the semi, or even Wembley again. Fletcher, Scholes. Carrick can work it out this side. It's Everett. Oh. Carrick.
Well, that would have rounded his day off as well, but not to be.
Well, a very different mood among the Manchester United fans than the one here last Sunday when they lost at home to Manchester City. Out of that defeat has come a very hungry performance today with 5 minutes to go here. Scholes to Brown. Bentner. Flamini. When these two rivals were drawn together, nobody would have thought it would be as one-sided as this. Adebayor.
I can only remember one Arsenal chance. Discounting that a little bit, Adebayor's effort there, but I think the Eduardo header will be the only one, which is most unusual. As poorly as Arsenal have played, they nearly always create lots of chances, don't they?
Absolutely. I mean, let's be honest about it, could have been more than 4, couldn't it? Easily. Yeah. Everett. It's given away by Hoyt. This is Carrick. Scholes. Fletcher with Brown outside him. Nani getting the better of Senderos, shaking him off really well, and Sahar was poised to drive that in. It's Nani. It's
I think it's
Nani
very
down.
clumsy. Yeah, it's Traore's tackle on Nani. It's very clumsy, this.
Yeah, definitely Traore.
Yeah, he's followed through with his right leg.
As you say, I don't think Alan Wiley really wants to be flashing cards at this stage of the afternoon.
He's trying not to. He's had a torrid day, mind you, Traore.
Well, I think both fullbacks have. 2 minutes of normal time remain at Old Trafford. The referee wants that retaken. So, Nani. That's come off Bentner. Scholes.
Hoy, I mean, this you could say he's taking the mickey here, but he's just put a bit of ball juggling, you know. And Hoy, the first one, I think he's generally trying to get the ball, but then he gets up, he runs after Nani, then there's a boot on here, and then
another one.
And then once the ball's gone, he's just sort of petulant swipe at him there, you know, twice. And that could easily have resulted.
I think we've all been there. They're on the
frustration.
Oh, it's so frustrating because they know they're not at it. They know they're getting really hammered off Man United. And
this was Gallas, same sort of thing.
Yeah, one kick there,
two,
another one there. Get up, and I'll have a three. And
I don't know why they don't like Nani. Virtually every tackle was on Nani.
And Nani had a good game. He was very impressive.
Very good game.
What's happened is that probably Arsene Wenger has not lost his temper at half time, but he's made his feelings known. Gallas, as the skipper, has probably made his feelings known and said, look, that first 45 minutes is way off the mark. It's not Arsenal. It wasn't us. We've got to get stuck in the second half, and some of the players have taken it in the wrong way.
We saw one or two shots of Capello in the stand, and he was smiling most of the time, probably at the performance of Rooney mostly.
Yeah, his performance was excellent. Again, right from the word go, you know, we mentioned always his ability, his enthusiasm, but you know, he's up there on his own, and the way he led the line was absolutely fantastic.
The line with pace, with power, with passion, running in behind and not giving the centre half some moment's peace. And if you had a word with Toure and Gallas after this game, I would bet you that they would tell you that's the hardest game they've played for a long, long time against him, because he's made their life a misery this afternoon.
The only thing that didn't really happen for him was his finishing bar the goal.
I know, if he had his shooting boots on, his goal scoring boots on, he could have had 4 or 5, because he got in between them so many times. I mean, that just
handball there, was it possible?
And as we said, if he was at it and he had his shooting boots on, it would have been a great afternoon for him.
It's hopeless. What you on about here? I mean, look at this for a chance as well.
How many goals has he got this year? No wonder Capello was sitting in the stand giving him a round of applause.
Well, he played him up front on his own in the last international.
Yeah.
But you see, again, we've mentioned, I mean, there's Capello quite rightly applauding him.
Absolutely.
But we've also mentioned about the Arsenal two centre-backs, like, who have had a great, both of them together had a great season, and they were absolutely terrible today, but Wayne Rooney's contribution to that was massive, because he never let them settle in any way, shape or form. His movement was great, and he put them under real pressure. Do you think the
fact that Arsenal didn't have their regular fullbacks made a difference to the central pairing as well?
Very much so. I mean, the two fullbacks,
uneasy all afternoon.
Uneasy, never got in position, let people run off them, and that led to the confusion. And if you're playing a back four that has confusion and indecision, then it's final. And you just don't know what you're doing. You've started badly. It goes from bad to worse, and before you know it, you're 3-0 down, and you don't know what's happening. And that's
We've given Arsenal enough praise over the years. You've just got to put it down to a bad day at the office for them.
Yeah.
It was an attitude. The attitude at the start of the game.
But they had a bad week last year after the FA Cup. Remember the Champions League? They've got to now make sure that doesn't happen.
We sat here before the game and said it's a very, very important game for Man United because of what happened last week against Manchester City. Now you look at Arsenal, it's a big